Good morning, my beloved. In John chapter 16, verse 33, Yeshua, after just comforting his disciples, he tells them, I have said these things to you so that united with me you may have shalom. In the world you have trials, but be brave. I have conquered the world. This message is for those that are out there facing conflict, those especially that are in war-torn areas, in other countries, and people that are facing conflict in the United States as well. This verse is so deep and so profound. In this world, you will have troubles and trials. Yeshua is keeping it real. He doesn't ignore the bombs and the bullets, the pain or the loss. Suffering isn't a failure of faith. It's just the reality of a broken world. The comfort, though, is you don't have to pretend that it's all good. You don't have to accept all that. This verse validates your fear, and it meets you there in the trenches. It doesn't ask you to go up to a higher place. It comes down to you. Then there's a dual citizenship in this verse here. It says, your body is in this world of trouble, but your spirit is united with Yeshua in heavenly places. And he says to be brave and take heart. It may sound impossible in the middle of a war, in the middle of conflict or strife, but it's based on the final phrase of this verse. I have conquered the world. This is the why behind the shalom. Shalom isn't just the absence of conflict and strife. It is the total reliance on Yeshua for everything. So you can have peace in the middle of all this war and conflict with Yeshua. So I encourage you today, seek him for shalom, seek him for peace. He will provide it for you. And I encourage you to stay in prayer, read his word, walk in his spirit, not in your flesh, and have a blessed day. Shalom Aleichem.